Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yahtzee or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Okay, Grenada, Carrick, Monica, and the rest of the world, we'd like to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. The first time viewers, we're saying hello to you, and to those of you who are always on the program, we are also saying hello to you. That is the usual suspects. Now, we have a few things to talk to you about on the program. That's right. So, family members, the former Governor General, he'll be getting a state funeral as usual. We're going to update you on that. President General of the GUT says that over 300 teachers were affected by some degree. Okay, so you're hearing me, right? So where did we go off? So anyway, the Ministry of Health, they are taking the fogging business seriously. So of course, we're going to tell you more about the fogging operations. And like I was saying, state funeral for the late Sir Daniel Williams, former Governor General of Grenada. Over 300 teachers affected by payment issues, says the GUT President General, and he accuses others of interference with the business of the GUT. Also, Stephen Crony gets the long-term prison sentence for the killing of Cain Isaac. And we'll have other things on the program to talk to you about. So brace yourself. This is Mikey Live. What we call it is news discussed, not told. We don't have a horse in the race. We tell it as it is. Folks, we're coming back in a while. Gotta let you know the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors. We've got Infinite Contractors on board as well. And all our other sponsors. Did I say Beacon Insurance? Alright, and don't forget the extravaganza coming up on the weekend in St. David. Alright, so folks, brace yourselves. We're coming back in a short. Don't go away. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and that lucky person might just be you.
Get ready for a day of excitement and enjoyment at the St. David Parish Extravaganza. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November 2nd at 10 a.m. at the Lassages playing field. Join us for a fantastic day filled with something for everyone. Witness the captivating school parade and drum corps. Savor the flavors of 50 pots of delicious local dishes. Enjoy live entertainment. Explore our expo booth featuring a variety of vendors. Participate in sporting activities and experience cultural presentations with a solid bar and attractions. Don't miss out on the fun for the entire family. It's a day to celebrate, connect, and to have a blast with family and friends. The St. David Parish Extravaganza awaits you on Saturday, November 2nd at the Lassages playing field starting at 10 a.m. For more information, visit St. David's 50th Independence Celebration Facebook page or contact 415-0202. Let's celebrate St. David talent, Grenada's success. One people, one journey, one future.
Yeah. So we're getting ready for the extravaganza. All right. So St. David's people, I hope you're ready to rumble. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm sure a lot to be taking place this weekend. All right. So good. So let's get straight into the business for tonight. So there are a lot of illnesses that are going around. And the belief is that the mosquito has a lot to do with it. All right, so a lot of the, whether it is dengue, chikungunya, rhinos are like a different, right? But you get the point. But mosquitoes play a huge role right now in illnesses that are circulating. And so the Ministry of Health, they are trying their best to keep things at a manageable level when it comes to mosquito-borne diseases. And so, but one of the ways that they are doing that is to trying to eradicate the Aedes aegypti mosquito, trying their best to get them out of the dense areas where there are people living. And so you do know that these mosquitoes come out late in the afternoon, around after 5 and things like that. And there are some areas that they love. So the ministry, from time to time, they go around and they do this fogging business. Like today, they were at Market Square, in the market. All right. Now, tomorrow, God's willing, the fogging operations goes to Guave. Okay. Market Square, 29th. Wednesday, October 30th, that will be Guave Estate, 5 p.m. Then Thursday will be Guave Town, 5 p.m. Then Friday, it will be Guave Town again, because you know the town big, at 5 p.m. All right, so please be guided accordingly. All of the fogging people going to be coming around the Guave area, Guave Estate, Market Square, Guave Estate, Town, and when I say town, I mean the town of Guave, right? That's Thursday and Friday for the town of Guave. And Wednesday, that's tomorrow for Guave Estate, Market Square Pass already. Okay? So, people with respiratory difficulties like asthma, you are reminded to stay away from the fog or inform the fogging team of your respiratory condition. Alright? It's not like they go stop the fogging because of you anyway. It's the greater good for the greater amount of people. So, you just find your way, go in the park and play. Yeah, so don't expect the fogging team to not fog the area for the benefit of the rest of the community because you are asthma. Okay? Get over yourself. No, but on a serious note, you know, there are people who are like that. There are people who expect the world to just slow down, expect the world to stop spinning on its axis because of them. And you see them happen, you see them all over the place. They're in your workplace, they're sorry for you if you meet them when you're driving and you meet up in a kind of area. They feel and behave so entitled. You know, you also have to have a pre-programmed response for these people. Because, you know, at some point in time in your life, more often than not, you will find these people around. So just have a pre-programmed response when I'm saying, hey, what do you feel you in your damn bedroom? Hey, what do you feel is your husband are there? Only your husband could take your shit. What you feel is your wife are there? Only your wife could take your shopping. Come out here. Okay? Good. But no, on a serious note, excuse the bad behavior. But if I lie, say I lie. If I lie, say I lie. They behave so entitled that they don't care what it takes for them to have their way. They're going to do whatever. They're going to have it done because that's just how they are. The world must revolve around them. I don't lie. Anyway, lately that talk. So, if you happen to have respiratory problems, inform the fogging team, but don't expect them to not fog the area because of you. Okay, you're not that important. So, my advice to you, in the grand scheme of things, you know, don't get me wrong. And my advice to you, them people coming, go in the shop up the road, because you know they go come about at 5 o'clock. Go in the shop up the road, go by your sister, go ting, and then when they're done, you let somebody call you and tell you they finish, and you go back in your house. Right? And foggers, if you find anybody giving you any trouble, call me. We'll put him on blast. You could call him Karen. Well, not Karen like our Karen on there, but we'll call him Karen. The next Karen. So, many might be wondering what's going on with the funeral service of the late Danny Williams. Well, in observance of the passing of former Governor General Sir Daniel Williams, the public is hereby informed of the following. National flag will continue to fly at half-mast on all government buildings and other establishments in Grenada until sunset on the day of the funeral of Sir Daniel Williams. The period of mourning will be observed from October 30th, that's tomorrow, to November 4th. Laying in state at the Houses of Parliament, the body is placed on view to allow the public to pay its respects on Friday, November 1st at 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Governor General and government officials will view the body first from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Tribute will be offered at the Good Shepherd Catholic Church in Petit Bacay, St. David on Friday, 1st November at 3 p.m. A condolence book or condolence books are available for signing at the Ministry of Legal Affairs until Monday, November 4th. The funeral mass for the late Sir Daniel Williams, GCMG KC, will be held at the Church of the Immaculate Conception in St. David on Monday, November 4th at 12:30 p.m. The cooperation of the public is highly anticipated and appreciated during this time of mourning. All right, so let's get to Teacher Jude. So, Teacher Jude, who is the President General of the Grenada Union of Teachers, he had his, an update, social media update of the situation surrounding teachers who have not been paid, which include principals, he says, and also prominent teachers, and their request to have some of those, the GUT members have some degree of protest activity and stuff like that. Teacher Jude is also accusing the Ministry of Education of telling lies. He's accusing them of telling lies.
Carriacou and Petit Matnik. The stance that the Grenada Union has taken for its members is a fair, a just, and worthy one, with the magnitude of the situation. As we remind the general public and remind our teachers, it wasn't just like 4 teachers or 6 teachers or what the case may be. It was 392 teachers, and remind the nation again, it wasn't like 25 teachers as the Ministry of Education would have given in the first period when they briefed the nation. But the magnitude of the situation was really and truly worse than that, and it warrants some form of action from the Grenada the Union of Teachers. So that's where we are coming from, and to enlighten you and to let you know. So the Ministry of Education, they had their press conference previously to update the nation about the number of teachers who were paid. I think the PS Francois and others, they said that it was 6 more teachers to be paid, and the nation probably felt, very good and nice that we were already going places, and this matter by now would have been settled for the time they heard that 6 teachers more to be paid. And as we see, and we always tell the nation and the general public, this matter is not about new teachers, to be paid, but here we are talking about teachers who in the system for a long time, quite a number of years, teachers whose contract have not yet ended. You had permanent teachers, you had principal, and you have quite a number of persons involved or get stuck with the non-payment of salaries. The information given by the Ministry of Education as to 6 teachers to be paid, with the last interview, or one before the last, that was the farthest from the truth. When we did our research and we connected with our teachers, we found that we had about 35 teachers still. So the Ministry of Education said 6, and that wasn't true at all. That was really far from the truth. So we did our research, sent out our form, collected our data, and we had approximately about 35 teachers still to be paid. So nevertheless, we're saying from 392, we recognize that it is coming down, and it is coming down. We had from 392, and we reached in a situation where it was about 35. Then last, I think Thursday, the PS was on news, PS Francois, and he gave the nation a briefing, basically in the news, saying that it was about all the teachers who were paid. All the teachers were paid. And so while hearing the news, the nation probably, would have been happy and such, and persons were, saying, well, the industrial action and such probably could be over and such because all the teachers were paid. We did our research again. We were very, very careful hearing what the PS said. I think he came on MTV News subject to correction. And so we said, well, I think he said that on Thursday. So we said we're going to do our due diligence, send out our Google form and such. We had our Shropshire Council chair working hard to verify that information from the Ministry of Education. And again, it was wrong. The information was wrong because the information we collected and what we have so far, we have about 14 teachers who still have not received any form of payment. Some of them from September. We have teachers who did not receive any pay for September, and we have teachers who, of the 14, who did not receive any payment for both September and October. We had persons who received payment for September, but did not receive payment for October. And that is where we are. So we spent that, he said so on last Thursday. And what we were doing, we were over the weekend, Friday, with the Saturday, Sunday.
Right, and he was explaining some of the processes that they went through to verify how many teachers that were affected and so on. He also spoke of having some degree of interference in the affairs of the GUT, and as well he read a circular that was sent to some of its members. And so here's Jude again.
This week, we call our teachers together, basically to come down to St. George's to discuss the matter and such, and to hear going forward from our teachers what they would want our action going forward and none thereof. We inform the Ministry of Education. We inform them. We don't have to seek permission from the Ministry of Education to call our teachers to come together when we in industrial action. Now that is different to if we have a workshop or if we have other things. Yes, we have to do that and seek that permission. But when industrial action and we are in that mode, we inform the Ministry of Education and we don't have to get permission from them to call our members together. That is all right. We are basically the legal representative or bargaining agent for all our teachers. And so it was really, really and truly, we were appalled when we informed the Ministry of Education about our teachers coming together. We're going to hold a meeting with our members, and we said that the meeting was going to be 1:30 p.m. and sometime during the day we saw basically a circular note coming from the Ministry of Education, from the CEO, informing schools and teachers and principals that the meeting of the GUT is going to be after 2 or 2:30 thereafter, and we were shocked. So if we ask and we call our members at 1:30, the Ministry of Education can't really write to our members. Yes, they could see that, and we saw what we're saying here is to bring attention to that's the same sort of approach we used to see under the Ministry of Education with the previous administration. We had the previous CEO there. I know she is retired, and due respect under Miss Angela Finley, those sort of high-handed approach. And then we see the same thing coming from the new CEO now. All right, the same thing coming from the new CEO, letting us know that we cannot have that meeting until basically school over. And we're asking our teachers and our members, you have to know your rights. You have to know your rights. You are part of a trade union organization, the Grenada Union of Teachers. And if the Grenada Union of Teachers calls you out, basically, also we can meet and discuss and win industrial mode and industrial action, then no employer could stop you or prevent you or to intimidate you or to cause you to be frightened and such, and to say, well, you're afraid to come out, because we call a meeting time and we did inform the Ministry of Education. So I just want to enlighten all members on their rights. Further to that, there was a letter from our circular, basically circular 66, 2024, from the Ministry of Education, from the CEO, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah. And basically, what was the subject there? Use of social media by public officers and teachers. And that circular came out to school, went out to school, basically warning teachers, saying that it came from the Public Service Commission, and warning teachers, if they engage in such acts, basically to bring disrepute to the public service and such, basically the consequences. And while we know and we recognize that such a thing as such occurrence basically happened before under the previous administration with a different CEO, whenever the GOT have to take action, we are a trade union organization and we have the right to speak and to express ourselves. And we did not do anything basically to malign anybody's character, anybody's name. What we spoke and we said was the truth. What we said was the truth.
That's President General of the GUT, and quite a mouthful. But of course, you know, when Jude going. We can't play everything in its entirety. Teacher Jude. All right, so those are some of the issues that he says that they have been having. All right. So we're moving on. Stephen Crony, a 33-year-old plumber of a telescope in St. Andrew, was handed down a sentence of 43 years for killing of ex-policeman Bali J. Edwards Kane Isaac in May of 2018. Now, Crony was first brought before the Grenville Magistrates Court on Wednesday, 6th June 2018, charged with non-capital murder in connection with the incident. In the St. George's High Court in September of 2022, the jury delivered an inconclusive verdict at the court, and the court was forced to declare a mistrial. But 2 years later, at a retrial, Crony was found guilty. Evidence from his cell phone placed him front and the center of the execution-style shooting. So yesterday, the judge ruled that due to the fact that he has spent 5 years already at His Majesty's prisons, and in view of the 43-year sentence, he will spend the rest of 38 years behind bars. All right, but that's a very long time. 38 years. I do not know when last I've heard a murder sentence being that strict. 43 years. 43 years. So when he comes out, he's going to be an old man. All right. Oh boy. All right, what else do I have to tell you about? Well, I see that we're running out of time. What do I have? Quickly, I'll tell you this. It's all posted all over our social media. November 9, 2024 is the date set when the University of the West Indies will confer an honorary Doctor of Laws, LLD degree on Grenada's and the sub-region's most decorated athlete, Kirani James. He's received the honor at the UE Global Campus Virtual Graduation Ceremony, the office of the Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal. Now, Kirani James is being honored in recognition of his excellence in athletics. This is huge. All right, this is very huge. So Kirani again has done himself proud, and of course his village, his family, and by extension the country proud once more. Family members, we endeavor to have the Prime Minister on our program tomorrow, so that will be a special edition of Mikey Live from 9 o'clock. There are quite a bit of current affairs that we would like to address with the head of state, with the head of our country, with the Prime Minister, the man, the chief. All right, so we're working on the details of that, and of course on tomorrow's program we do expect to have Grenada's Prime Minister, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, with us to discuss current affairs. So please bring somebody, tell your family, tell your friends, and so we will have a nice little session tomorrow, God's willing. Okay, what next do we have for you? So the next thing we have, congratulations, Kirani. Yeah, Suzette, you moss. Hey, you moss. So, before we go to our next thingy, what do we have to tell you? Well, let's pick up a few people. All right, so let's pick up Suzanne, Marcus. That's YouTube people, eh? Keith, Gloria, Glenora, Mom Lintana, Daniel, and everybody else, everybody who is currently on there, YouTube, that is. We want to say hello and blessings to you, and we're looking forward to having you tomorrow, God's willing, again. All right, and the Facebook peoples, Kireen, Michelle, Diana, Suzette, Jacinta, Mimi, Joseph, Sylvina, Charmaine, Liz, Bermuda, and everybody else on the business. Eunice, Andrea, how are you? Maura, how are you? Maura, you good? Okay. Hazel and Deborah, blessings to you. All right, so yes, tomorrow's program will be primarily, Ansha, how are you? Primarily the Prime Minister. So we're going to start the program with the Prime Minister, and then we're going to end it with the Prime Minister. We're not going to do the typical, no, it's just going to be a special feature. All right, featuring Grenada's Prime Minister. All right. Okay, so we take a break, coming back, but before we do that, by the way, I would like for us to get into the weather as submitted by the Met Office. I know that you're interested in that, so here goes nothing. The weather is expected to be generally fair, and tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. Weather for Wednesday, we can tell you that it's expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with a few brief isolated showers. Tomorrow's maximum temperature 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum 26. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. That's our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Taking that break, and when we come back, what we will have for you is the national report. So, yeah, all your brace, all your cells. We'll be back with your favorite part of the program.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation. First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Get ready for a day of excitement and enjoyment at the St. David Parish Extravaganza. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November 2nd at 10 a.m. at the Lassages playing field. Join us for a fantastic day filled with something for everyone. Witness the captivating school parade and drum corps. Savor the flavors of 50 pots of delicious local dishes. Enjoy live entertainment. Explore our expo booth featuring a variety of vendors. Participate in sporting activities and experience cultural presentations with a solid bar and attractions. Don't miss out on the fun for the entire family. It's our day to celebrate, connect, and to have a blast with family and friends. The St. David Parish Extravaganza awaits you on Saturday, November 2nd at the Lassages playing field starting at 10 a.m. For more information, visit St. David's 50th Independence Celebration Facebook page or contact 415-0202. Let's celebrate St. David talent, Grenada's success. One people, one journey, one future.
This is the GIS news for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. In the headlines, period of mourning begins on Wednesday, and national flag will continue to fly at half-mast in honor of former Governor General Sir Daniel Williams. We'll have the details to this story and more after the break.
If there's one thing we know for sure, life is an unpredictable journey. full of twists and turns, but no matter where it takes you, the National Insurance Scheme is here, ready to support you every step of the way. Sickness benefits ensures that you can focus on recovery, not financial stress. Maternity allowance and grant provides essential support to start your beautiful journey of parenthood. The unemployment benefits act as a safety net, giving you peace of mind during challenging times. Employment injuries can be daunting, but NIS provides comprehensive coverage, including injury benefit, medical expenses, disablement, and death benefits. At NIS, your well-being is priority. Now you can face challenges confidently, knowing that support is just a claim away. Contact us today to find out more about the range of benefits or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org.
Welcome back. With the details, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The government of Grenada says, as a mark of respect, the national flag will continue to fly at half-mast on all government buildings and other establishments in Grenada until sunset on the day of the funeral of former Governor General Sir Daniel Williams, GCMGKC. The funeral mass for Sir Daniel will be held at the Church of the Immaculate Conception in St. David on Monday, November 4th, 2024 at 12:30 p.m. It will be brought live on GIS. A period of mourning will be observed from Wednesday, October 30th to November 4th, 2024. Sir Daniel's body will lie in state at the Houses of Parliament on Friday, November 1st, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade and government officials will view the body first from 9 a.m. to 9:30, following which the public will pay its respects. Tributes will be offered at the Good Shepherd Catholic Church in Pitibakai, St. David on Friday, 1st November at 3 p.m. Condolence books are available for signing at the Ministry of Legal Affairs until Monday, November 4th, 2024. The Royal Grenada Police Force headquarters and other departments will soon be housed at its new location, the former Cable and Wireless Building on the Carnage. The government of Grenada made a significant investment in purchasing and retrofitting the building to accommodate the law enforcement officials. Details in this report by Sherry and Noel.
Work on the Cable and Wireless Building on the Carnage, purchased by the Government of Grenada for the relocation of the RGPF headquarters and other divisions, is nearing completion. The refurbishing and retrofitting work were contracted out to Ricky Edwards and Dwight John of D&N Detailed Finishing. The building was purchased to facilitate the move by the RGPF from its Fort George headquarters so that work can be done there under the Tourism Competitive Enhancement Project. On Tuesday, the GIS visited the project site at the former Cable and Wireless Building and spoke with one of the contractors, Dwight John, who stated that he is now down to the final stages of his contractual agreement. Mr. John's contract entailed the retrofitting of the lower floors of the building and a section of the upper floor, including the roof.
We're basically 90% completed, or maybe I'll say 95% completed. It's just minor touch-up works and stuff, but basically 95% completed on my side of what I have to do.
And what is it you had to do?
Well, I had to basically refurbish the entire interior of the building. First, starting with dealing with the roof, and then from the roof we went on to do the sheetrock and do the drop ceiling and a few other things, and then everything else fell into place after in terms of construction and the minor painting and stuff like that.
The initial handover date was June of 2024. However, the unavailability of material created a challenge for him to meet the deadline.
Yeah, well, in construction you always have challenges, and basically some of the unforeseen things that was basically out of our control, we had to deal with it, and maybe had little setbacks in time and when the project would have been delivered, but we kind of worked through it and got everything done.
Actually, you were going to hand over in June, but you're basically around 4 months past date. What would have contributed to that?
Well, a lot of things out of our control in terms of material, locating materials, sourcing materials from the various hardware based on the quantity we needed. We couldn't get everything from the same places, so we were just a little setback. And then Hurricane Beryl came, so that just added to the extension of the time and when we could have really got certain materials to complete the work. So that was some of the reasons.
As you mentioned, you are one of two contractors here on this particular project. When will you hand over your side of things?
I'm looking to hand over everything by weekend, Friday the 1st, actually.
What are the minor little things you left to do?
Minor little things for me is just touch up paintwork, installing a few doors and door handles and stuff like that. Just few minor things, nothing much.
Nathaniel John, supervisor on the project, spoke to work entailed in the construction of the new roof, which had to be completely replaced due to termite infestation.
This particular side was the most challenging part because we had to fabricate metal plates to bolt the truss and them together for the distance that we was working with. And there was it took a while. The fabrication of the plates took a lot. There's a lot of bolts and shredder rods that had to cut and put in. They also had to incorporate the truss in them with drains that it was already existing on the roof. So we had to do all of that. It was tedious, but we succeeded.
So when you say you had to fabricate the plates, what are the reasons for using the fabricated plates?
The plates was because of the distance. You have over almost 40 feet in distance. The truss wouldn't be able to sustain the weight without the plates. Like the different parts of the truss, bolt them together. We had to use the plates and shredder rods and bolt them together so that they wouldn't droop or they wouldn't drop. They'll be able to sustain the pressure for the weight. So it basically holding itself up.
And is that part of the plan to ensure that the roofing is hurricane resistant?
Part of making sure we're hurricane resistant and strong.
There were also some challenges with the painting of the exterior walls as a result of fungus being discovered, and as such, Dwight John says thorough cleaning of the walls had to take place first, hence the slight delays in that aspect of the job. Contractor Ricky Edwards is also reporting steady progress and his intention to hand over by weekend as well. For the GIS News, I am Sherian Noel.
Thank you, Sherian. This is the GIS News. We'll be back after this break.
Are you thinking about buying a vehicle? Did you find a company on social media? Stop. It may be a scam. Look out for the following red flags. Is the price lower than other dealers? Does it seem too good to be true? Are you sending the monies to the US even though you are ordering the vehicle from Japan? Does the address on the invoice match the address on the payment details? Are conversations limited to WhatsApp text? Is there a sense of urgency placed on you by the seller? You are about to be scammed. Do not take your hard-earned cash or even worse, a loan to send to these scammers. Once the money leaves Grenada's shores, you are not likely to get it back. Consider buying a vehicle already on island from an individual or a car dealer. Beware of these scammers. If in doubt, it's best to stay out. A message from the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Hi, my name is Joshua Andel and I'm one of your Youth Parliament candidates for St. Andrews Northwest. Now, as you notice, I'm not wearing a shirt, tie, jacket or anything fancy. Why? Because I wanted to come to you unapologetically honest, just as I am. I don't want you to think that the individual wearing a shirt and tie would be the only person representing you in the House of Parliament. This is who will be representing you in the House of Parliament. You have been meeting me halfway, so this is a bold statement to show you that I'm willing to do the same. Now let's be clear, I am not here to fight for you, because fighting for you implies that you would not be by my side. I am here to fight with you, to tackle the issues of entrepreneurship, improving skills, and of course literacy rates throughout the constituency of St. Andrews Northwest. We would be fighting side by side. Every word I speak through my speech in the House of Parliament would be a word spoken by all of the youth.
My name is Amanda Japal George, your youth candidate for St. Andrews Southeast. and I pledge to be the voice of the youth of St. Andrew Southeast, advocating for your dreams, your challenges, and aspirations. I pledge that I will be with you in the good times and the bad times. In me, you have a friend, a confidant, a sister, a brethren, and an advocate. I commit to working tirelessly to create opportunities for your growth, to listen to your concerns, and to represent our needs with integrity and dedication. So don't ever think that you aren't good enough. I am here to be your voice. I am here to represent you. The misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the wrong pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently, the ones who are not fond of rules and who has no respect for the status quo. We can quote you, we can disagree with you, we can glorify or vilify you, but what we can't do is ignore you, because you change things, you push the human race forward. And though some may see you as the crazy ones, the black sheep in our families and communities, I see genius, brilliance, and hope. Because the people like you and I who think we can change the world are the ones who do. So take my hand. Together, we will build a future where every young person is empowered to succeed and make a meaningful impact in St. Andrew Southeast.
Championing change, embracing inclusion, a future for all. Hello to the youths of St. Andrew Northwest. My name is Dereka Samuel, and I am excited to announce my candidacy to be your youth parliamentarian. As your representative, I will amplify my voice for youth empowerment, advocating for proper training and job opportunities for each and every one of us. Inclusive education. I will push for improved programs and resources for all students, no matter their learning style or ability. Social justice. I will ensure that everyone is treated fairly and equally, no matter our backgrounds or life experiences. I aim to make St. Andrews Northwest a place where discrimination has no space. We all deserve of being at the forefront of our future. The time is now, because we are not just the future, but we are the present.
St. Andrews Southeast. My name is Kevon George, and I am your candidate and the best choice to make in the National Youth Parliament elections on December 5th. I'll give you 3 reasons why. Reason number 1, action. I have and will continue to represent you in the concerns that you have communicated to me in the areas of education, business, community development, personal development, and home ownership. Reason number 2, experience. I have been an active participant in the National Youth Parliament program since 2021. Why, you may ask? I am passionate about improving the everyday lives of our youths, and the program has given me the tools and opportunity to do just that. And number 3, no idle words. I'm a firm believer in the saying, do what you say you would do. And so, I am not here with any pie-in-the-sky political plans, but rather simple, straightforward, and accomplishable plans. And so, St. Andrews Southeast, a vote for Kevon George is a vote for action and experience over idle words. And that is the only right choice.
On the block today, in Parliament House tomorrow.
Join me and let's make a difference together.
A vote for me is a vote for action.
Action and experience over idle words.
Big Parish Youths, we are your candidates.
And welcome back. The Fisheries Division in Grenada recently conducted a workshop that placed under the microscope some of the ills that plague the global fishing industry. These include illegal and unreported fishing, crimes within the global fishing industry such as human trafficking, and drugs and firearms trafficking. We get details in this Betty Ann Lazarus report.
Last week's one-day session paves the way for the assembling of a national task force instead of the departmental approach to curbing illegal activities pertaining to Grenada's borders and its fishing industry. Chief Fisheries Officer Justin Rennie cited the Copenhagen Declaration that seeks to address and eliminate global transnational crimes.
As a matter of fact, IUU fishing is responsible for almost 30% of the catch of fish, and that cannot continue. There's significant and a wide array of efforts over the last 3-4 decades to deal with the issue of IUU fishing, but it gets more serious than that. Apart from IUU fishing, we have the issue now of crimes in the fisheries industry, where individuals and companies and organizations are involved in using fisheries to conduct a number of criminal activities, whether it's human trafficking, whether it's trafficking or dealing with illegal drugs, illegal firearms, and a whole array of illegal activities. So fisheries are being used as a cover to actually conduct all these illegal activities.
Another meeting is already scheduled for next month, during which a memorandum of understanding will be drafted and endorsed by stakeholders concerned. The MOU is expected to be presented to Cabinet for approval by year end. Rennie underscored the urgency of the joint task force.
It's important as enforcement agencies that we get together to deal with this issue of crimes in the global fishing industry and transnational crimes. Okay, our borders need to be addressed, the issue of protection of our borders. Some of our small countries, our borders are too porous, and we see the experience in Grenada, what is happening. We've seen the intrusions of foreign fishing vessels, vessels that are engaged in a lot of activities, and there seems to be no control in terms of what is happening. And all that is done under the cover of fishing. Okay? And once you declare yourself a fishing vessel, it appears that you would not be scrutinized as much. So it's important that we have all of the agencies here. I've seen the Coast Guard, the police, health, legal affairs, customs, FIU, all part of the police. The point is that it's very, very important as enforcement agencies that we come together to deal with this matter. Because in the long run, if we cannot protect our borders, because we are large ocean states, small island states, but large ocean states, and if we cannot protect our borders, it affects us economically, okay, in terms of crime, social decay in our society. So it's important that we protect our borders. You will see these larger countries, their border protection is a serious matter. And it's important that we treat that as urgently as possible to ensure that all our agencies are on board.
Grenada is among 60 countries which signed on to the Copenhagen Declaration in 2018. Fisheries Officer Andrea Thomas also addressed last week's gathering.
Addressing this issue requires collective efforts rather than isolated actions. Our strategy should mirror a chain, so it's interconnected. Right? Each sector or agency needs to contribute to the various functions and objectives. Any broken or missing link hampers the flow, continuity, and collective strength needed to attain goals. So we have some legal instruments. We have the Fisheries Act, and that was just the name of few. Our Fisheries Act, the Customs Act, the Police Act, and the Public Health Act. We have some international instruments, the Copenhagen Declaration. So we must have that integrated approach. We must be inclusive. We must be able to have resource mobilization. We have to have more capacity building. We had to enhance our monitoring and enforcement. What can the outcomes be? Organize us. Enhanced coordination, so there'll be a reduction in red tape. So I can, call anybody, call one of the task force members and say, well, this is happening, how do we handle that? Instead of having to write the law. The information sharing should be seamless. The intelligence gathering, we have the intel officers here as well, should be combined. There will be a combined resource and expertise from the various sectors.
The Fisheries Division is anticipating the advent of the Interagency Task Force as early as January 2025. This task force is expected to jointly address the issue of transnational crimes, thereby reducing economic and social ills associated with illegal and unregulated fishing activities. GIS News, Betty Ann Lazarus.
Thank you, Betty Ann. Continuing the news, the Grenada Tourism Authority announces a new intra-Caribbean flight service by Sunrise Airways, creating what it refers to as unprecedented north-to-south access across the Caribbean. The route links Antigua, St. Lucia, Dominica, and Grenada, making it possible for travelers to reach Grenada from Antigua in under 3 hours and St. Lucia in 45 minutes. Flights will operate on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Sunrise Airways offers a direct non-stop flight to Grenada out of Castries Airport, giving a shorter transfer time to the capital and main resort areas. The GTA says this convenience allows travelers to experience the islands with ease. The GTA CEO Petra Roach refers to this new development as, and I quote, a major milestone in our goal to foster more regional tourism, unquote.
This new route with Sunrise Airways offers us the ability to really push and bolster travel within the region. Ultimately, if we look at visitation into Grenada, the Caribbean represents our third largest market. And now with this ease of connectivity between the Northern Caribbean and us, it really is an opportunity. You know, you can leave Antigua and get to Grenada in under 3 hours. And the other thing that's really quite positive with the route is that the flight out of St. Lucia is actually out of Castries, which means that it's a much shorter transfer time if you want to go into the capital. So ultimately, strengthened economic and tourism linkages amongst all the Caribbean islands, and we're quite excited to be a part of this new development.
Stay with us, we'll have more after the break.
May I have your attention, please? This is a message from IMCORT, an initiative under Caritas Grenada. We are geared on improving community resilience together. Let's prepare for the hurricane season.
First thing first, let us talk about the basic emergency supplies that you may need during a disaster preparation. You don't need to buy expensive gears, just focus on the essentials. Here are a few items that you may need. Water. Aim for at least 1 gallon per person daily for at least 3 days and store them in clean, food-graded containers. Purchase non-perishable foods like canned food, dry pasta, peanut butter, etc. Ensure to have enough food supply for at least 3 days. First aid kit. Ensure that your first aid kit has bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and any prescribed medication. Flashlights and batteries. Power outages are common during a disaster, so reliable light is essential. Manual can opener. You don't want to be stuck with canned food during a disaster with no way to open it.
Everyone should have a whistle and a powered battery with you. The whistle is to signal if you're in trouble, and the radio is to keep us connected if cell services go down.
Remember, you can build this kit over time. Just start with the basics and add as you go on.
Improving community resilience together.
This is a message from IMCOT.
Hi everyone, my name is Giovanna Mark and I am your Youth Parliament candidate for the Great South St. George. My aim is to be one of the best youth advocates for the great constituency of South St. George. My interest is poetry and skills, and also being a voice for the voiceless, an advocate for those that cannot advocate for themselves. So vote for me as your next youth parliament candidate. Vote for action and forget the distraction.
Greetings everyone, my name is Jonathan Mitchell and I'm one of the candidates contesting for the constituency of St. George South. I would be bringing life to youth aspirations via inclusive opportunity for growth, employment initiatives and community resilience. Remember to register by November the 22nd and the election will be December 5th. So get your phones ready, get your laptops ready, get your tablets ready. Let's do this one for the youths. I'm Jonathan Mitchell.
I am Joanna Mack, and
we are proud
to be contesting for the constituency of
South St. George.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just checking to see how many of you are already registered and is ready to vote for me. Hi, my name is Veronique Lewis. I am 19 years of age and I am the youth candidate for St. George's Southeast. I am ready to listen to your concerns, voice your concerns, and support you all the way. So no long talk. Trust in God, vote with confidence, choose Veronique Lewis.
Hi, my name is Symphony Lord, Youth Parliament candidate for St. George Southeast and student of the Anglican High School. I am dedicated to advocacy and doing my utmost best to bring across change. Equity is something not present in every society. However, I would like to play a part in changing that. With your support, I hope to positively impact and offer equity, starting with my constituency and building upwards and outward. Join me to be agents of change, building our success and shaping our very own future. Like my slogan says, fostering initiative, harnessing potential, building success.
Hello, my name is Angela Bowen, and I am the Youth Parliament candidate for St. George Northwest. I want to help you to advocate on the issues that affect us, to be the change you yearn to see, to prove that us youths aren't just the future, but the doers of today. Vote Angela Bowen for St. George Northwest, working together to change communities.
My name is Jamal Mitchell, and I am your representative for St. George Northwest District. I am advocating for food security, improving the education and agricultural sector, mental health awareness. I'm also advocating for hydroponics, solar dehydration, aeroponics to deflate the current food insecurity rate by 26% by 2026. I am your district representative, Jamal Mitchell, and I am urging you to come out and vote for me on December the 5th, 2024.
Remember to register on www.youthtelections.gd and complete a simple registration form.
And don't forget to cast your votes on December 5th.
Welcome back. Grenada is being assisted by the World Bank to develop a food security crisis preparedness plan that can ensure that locals have access to safe and nutritious food if a crisis occurs. During a two-day mission to Grenada, which commenced on Monday, 28th October, a team met with various stakeholders to identify baselines as part of efforts to develop that plan.
We're here to support the Minister of Agriculture and the government in general in preparing the food security crisis for Greece. The plan basically aims at establishing certain indicators and thresholds to understand when a potential food security crisis hits, and also establishes how this information is passed on to senior government levels. We hope to say that the implementation of the plan will support the government in responding to a crisis ahead of time or coordinating those crises.
That was Eva Hassina, Senior Agriculture Economist at the World Bank. By addressing potential vulnerabilities and enhancing resilience, this initiative will help to protect and improve the country's food supply during crisis. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, Isaac Bagwan, explained that since June, the ministry has been engaged in dialogues to this effect. He says a technical working group was also appointed to assist with finalizing the preparedness plan.
Technical working committees bodies, meaning not only persons from the Ministry of Agriculture, but of course representation from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, and other related agencies, including CADI and Food and Nutrition Council. So that technical working group will look at indicators and what would trigger the food crisis plan. So they would have met and deliberate on that. And so what we have taken place over the next 2 days is a review of the document. The document is government-led. The World Bank is just providing technical support and assistance. So we're going through currently the indicators to see how relevant it is and how workable it is, and what would be the triggers to be able to indicate that there is a food crisis.
Following the 2-day engagement, a working document will be submitted to the committee for review and feedback.
We expect NADMA, we expect Ministry of Health, Food and Nutrition Council, and other related persons to be able to participate and to give an input. Thereafter, the World Bank will take another 2 to 3 months to be able to fine-tune the document, of course, send it back for final comment. So we're hoping by the early 2025, we should be able to have a food crisis and preparedness plan. Of course, the importance of that plan is to be able to trigger when there's an event. So there are different indicators that will trigger food crisis, be it hurricane, be it issues of climate change matters, be it issues that is happening at the regional or international level. Different indicators would indicate to you that something that's happening, and as such, we should be able to activate the plan. The importance of it is to be able to take action on a timely basis so that you could start the preparation of doing your analysis, looking to see what is available and what additional support will be in this regard.
The Morris Bishop International Airport, formerly known as Point Saline International Airport, which opened to flights on October 28, 1984, is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. The dedication of staff members and the significant role they continue to play was recognized during a ceremony on Monday. Details from Sherry and Noel.
An awards ceremony was held on October 28th at the Grenada Airports Authority Training Room, where employees were recognized for their outstanding and dedicated years of service to the growth and development of the operations of the MBIA. More than 30 awards were presented to employees who contributed between 31 and 40 years of unbroken service. Grenada Airports Authority's General Manager Edgar Stephen says over the past 4 decades, the GAA has been the cornerstone of the nation's development, connecting Grenada to the world and facilitating countless journeys.
From humble beginnings, the Grenada Airports Authority has become a beacon of aviation excellence. Our airports have served as gateways for travelers and have played a crucial role in fostering economic growth, tourism, and international relations. This journey has been marked by numerous achievements. We have seen the expansion of our facilities, the introduction of cutting-edge technology, and the implementation of world-class safety standards. Each step forward has been driven by dedication and hard work of our staff, the support of the government, and the trust of the Grenadian people.
Mr. Stevens says it's now time to look towards the future with optimism as the aviation industry is ever evolving.
We are committed to staying at the forefront of these changes. Our vision is to continue enhancing our services, improving the passenger experience, and contributing to the sustainable development of Grenada. Today, we honor the pioneers who laid the foundation of the Grenada Airports Authority, the leaders who have guided us through challenges, and our employees who have been the heart and soul of our operation. Our contributions have been invaluable, and your legacy will inspire future generations. Let us also take a moment to express our gratitude to our partners, stakeholders, and the community. Your unwavering support, has been instrumental in our success.
Prime Minister and Minister responsible for aviation, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, says his government appreciates the sacrifices made to get us to the point where we are today, celebrating 40 years of service to Grenadians and the wider world.
Over the years, this airport has become more than just a place to arrive and depart. It has become a symbol of Grenadian identity, strength, and ambition. And if you pay attention to the $50th note, you would recognize that the airport is featured on our 50th anniversary EC dollar. The airport's journey over these 4 decades has mirrored Grenada's own progress. It has faced and overcome challenges from natural disasters to global economic shifts and unprecedented obstacles like the COVID-19 pandemic. Each time, however, the airport, the staff, and the management have emerged stronger, adapting to meet the needs of a changing world. Through every challenge, the Morris Bishop International Airport has remained a steadfast contributor to Grenada's socio-economic landscape. As the primary gateway for visitors and returning nationals to our island, it has brought business, tourism, and employment directly and indirectly to thousands of Grenadians.
Government, he says, recognizes the profound dedication of the employees who have made the operations at the MBIA successful.
From skilled air traffic controllers to tireless ground staff, security personnel, customer service agents, management, directors, and all stakeholders, your contributions are what make this institution a success. It is the people who work here every day who embody the resilience and the commitment to excellence that the Morris Bishop International Airport represents. And the numerous awards I see, which will be presented today, is but a simple representation in recognition of your service and dedication to excellence.
Kerry Pear, member of the Grenada Airports Authority Board of Directors, made remarks in the absence of Chair of the Board of Directors, Anya Chow Chong. Pear told the employees that the MBIA is not just the physical infrastructure, as the human element is equally important in the success of the authority of the airport.
That came through a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, commitment to service from our staff, from our managers, from our directors, from our affiliates. And so it's not a difficult job to say thank you. Not a difficult job to say we will be awarding a few persons today in recognition of what you have planted here. And I say planted because I believe that it can and will continue to grow. And it is dependent on the rest of us, every one of us, to continue nurturing what has been planted here on these grounds at Point Salines.
Awards were also presented to support agencies that included Immigration Department, Fire and Rescue, Customs and Excise, Department of Ministry, Health Crash, Aviation Services of Grenada, Rubis West Indies, and the Grenada Airport Taxi Association. For the GIS News, I am Sherian Noel.
Thank you, Sherian. Grenada's Aviation Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, while addressing employees at the MBIA during their 40th anniversary award ceremony, says the theme chosen, celebrating 40 years of excellence in aviation, honoring the past, shaping the future, resonates well with the journey to the 40th.
The construction and commissioning of the Morris Bishop International Airport and the naming of it after Morris Bishop represents 40 years ago, perhaps the most audacious infrastructure undertaken in not just Grenada, but perhaps the entire OECS. And I want to put this in perspective for us so that we appreciate that some of our colleague islands in the OECS are still not yet in the jet age. And I don't say this in any way to demean or to detract, but really to highlight the audacity of the construction of the then Point Salines International Airport 40 years ago. Dominica still doesn't have an international airport that can take a jet. St. Vincent and the Grenadines only recently commissioned an airport that can take a jet. And for some of the small islands within the Northern Leeward Islands, it's unlikely that they will ever be in a position to commission an international airport that can take jets.
Honorable Mitchell says it is important to appreciate the significant sacrifices made by those before us to ensure that today we have a facility that is serving the Grenadian public, our region, and our international community well.
Significant international world events took place on this site even prior to the commissioning of this facility, and men died, depending on your perspective, protecting, defending, and fighting for this facility. And so it is important for us to appreciate the significant sacrifice that was made by our forebears in ensuring that we could benefit today from the presence of this international airport. And so when you mark the 40th anniversary, I think it's important for us to, when we talk about honoring the legacy of the past, make sure that we do so respectfully, seriously, appreciating the enormous sacrifices it took to make this a reality. And we are still, in many respects, dealing with the legacy, good or bad, of the construction of this facility. Large tracts of land were acquired by the government from private landowners to construct the airport. And in some instances, these are still unresolved. Some family members have not been paid compensation or adequate compensation, and some of these things are still lingering and unresolved even today. So it is not without challenges, it is not without some negative aspects, but I think the onus is on us 40 years later to make sure that those who are negatively impacted by the construction, that we take care of them and we take care of their successors, to make sure that we remember the facility in a positive and celebratory manner.
We take our final break. More when we return.
Hello, I am Asha Kinta Lathlin McEwen Sylvester, your Youth Parliament candidate for St. Patrick's East. Once elected, we will work together to improve youth participation and leadership, education, and healthcare. Together, we will work towards empowering youth, embracing our potential, and unleashing our potential. Remember, your vote is your voice. I encourage you to make the right choice.
Hi, my name is Shanida Shade, and I am your Youth Parliament candidate for St. Patrick's East. I am compassionate about community togetherness, development, and most importantly, youth mental health. If you want to see long-lasting change in this generation and generations to come, I urge you to register and make the right choice and vote.
Hello everyone, my name is Sean Williams. I am the National Youth Parliament candidate for St. Patrick West. I am an avid reader. I engage in farming and I also engage in chess. Once elected, I will be advocating for the eradication of illiteracy among the youths of the nation.
Hi, I am Zinzin Noel, your Youth Parliament candidate for St. Patrick's West. I am passionate about speaking up for every young person in my constituency. As your representative, I'll speak up on issues that matter to you, whether it being education, employment, or social justice. I'm here to listen. Remember, every voice counts, every barrier breaks. Register today.
Visit youthelections.gov.gd.
Every vote counts. Be part of the solution and get ready to vote on December 5th.
For the candidate you want to represent you at the National Youth Parliament.
Hello youths, my name is Kwesi Poe, and I am a candidate for the upcoming National Youth Elections. I'll be running to represent the constituency of St. George North East. However, before you can vote for me, please go and register. Registration is ongoing from now to the 22nd of November 2024. As a health promotion officer and aspiring youth leader, I've had the opportunity to interact with youth from all walks of life. The unemployed, the underemployed, those who feel successful, and those who do not know what they want to do with their lives. But one thing I have learned from my interactions, that the youths of St. George Northeast, they're on fire. And if you elect me as your representatives, I promise to bring those opportunities to your door. Vote for youth empowerment. Vote for positive life experiences. Vote for growth. Vote for youth power. Vote for Kwesi Poe. I am your candidate. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akimbi Williams, and I am your Youth Parliament candidate for the mighty St. George Northeast constituency. I am currently serving my country, parish, and constituency as the first male nutritionist for the Parish of St. George with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. And so, my work as a nutritionist has taught me the importance of listening, but it has also allowed me to come up close and personal with the real issues affecting today's youth. So to you, my friends, neighbors, and colleagues of the mighty St. George Northeast constituency, I see and I hear the challenges that are affecting not just you, but are affecting all of us young people. So come the 5th of December, I encourage you to vote. Vote for someone who understands the real issues affecting all of us young people. Vote for the one who will be unapologetic and unafraid about addressing our issues. So join us and make your voice count. Don't just dream it, but lead it.
We are proud
to be contesting
in the constituency of St. George Northeast.
Hi, I am Melissa Julian, and I am one of the candidates for the Tongue of St. George. I do believe my ability to multitask and my excellent interpersonal communication skills will make me the best candidate for the Tongue of St. George. If elected, I can reassure you that you are in the safest hands. Remember, I win, you win. Hope, change, and progress. Failure is not an option. Why me, you may ask. Why not me, I may answer. Trick question. Hi, my name is Remaya Griffith, and I am one of the candidates for the Town of St. George in the 2024 National Youth Election. I am prepared to serve you. My key areas are youth empowerment, youth development, participation, and mental health. Be a part, don't depart, cast your vote, and let's make a new start. Embracing today to shape tomorrow, we are the future. Vote for Remaya.
Welcome back. Money Mind Smart Record Keeping for Creatives is the latest workshop hosted by the Office of Creative Affairs. It was done in collaboration with the Grenada Investment Development Corporation. The Smart Record Keeping Workshop is one of the series of capacity building initiatives for creatives designed to enhance business practices. The workshop is facilitated by seasoned business consultant Mr. Lyndon Bubb. Janelle Lewis, project officer at the Office of Creative Affairs, spoke about the workshop.
This workshop was specifically designed for creatives to assist them in their record-keeping efforts as they attempt to make their creative business more viable, get financing, and so on. The workshop essentially comes as part of our capacity building initiatives. So we have our training exercises, we've had numerous workshops. This one is just to get them to understand the importance of record keeping, introduce them to manual record keeping techniques, tell them about common mistakes that they should avoid, such as, mixing the money, business and personal, really getting into keeping the records because, when they get the concessions and they get the loans, one of the criteria is that they need to be registered. The business needs to be registered for inland revenue purposes and for NIS. So when you do that, you actually need to file your taxes at the end of the year. And the record keeping will assist in that because if you're keeping accurate records, you can then go ahead and file your taxes as it relates to your income and expenses.
Ms. Lewis noted the positive impact of previous workshops on the creative community.
With all the capacity building initiatives that we have, we did notice that creatives are able to then use it in their craft. So recently we did one on intellectual property, and this was something that they were clamoring towards. We had a good turnout towards it. They do know what they need to do as it relates to contracts. Even when you're operating in the digital space, how is it that you protect your work, or how is it that you ensure that in your craft you do not infringe on the work of others? So they are using the examples, they're taking it and they're applying it to their creative business. We also had the workshop where we featured the Business Development Fund when we, got them into exploring the options of the fund. And I must say, there has been an uptake in the fund as it relates to grants, vouchers, and loans. The creatives are actually going and getting the funding and getting the resources available to help them expand their creative business.
Lyndon Bob, facilitator, emphasized the importance of maintaining organized financial records, noting that proper documentation can significantly contribute to the success of a creative business.
We have to recognize the importance of record keeping in any business, not just in the creative sector. So we're building capacity today for all the persons who are here in the creative sector. We've chosen 5 different businesses within the creative sector, and we're giving them some transaction that involves sales, involves purchases and so forth. And we're giving them 2 register to record those transactions. We have a sales register and a purchase payable register. So the sales register would capture all sales, all money coming into the business. And your purchase payable register would capture all money going out to your business. And from that, then they would extract the relevant information to generate an income statement.
Bob shares his expectations for the workshop.
The training involved a bit of theory. Yesterday we did a bit of theory discussion and so forth. And then today we do the practical exercise. So what I'm hopeful that everyone who are here, they're now able to apply that which they learn to their business and recognize of the importance of records. They start keeping records and then able to understand, because one of the fundamental importance of record keeping is able to assess or analyze the business. So now they have a better appreciation of their business because the record is there to show.
Approximately 30 participants are to benefit from the 2-day workshop. And finally, in the news, as the Ministry of Agriculture accelerates the implementation of the Food Security Enhancement Project, another group of poultry farmers received day-old broiler chicks and feed as part of the livestock and poultry support component. On Monday, the ministry distributed 8,750 chicks and 1,864 bags of feed to 29 farmers during a brief ceremony, with some individual farmers receiving up to 500 chicks to support their livelihoods. This event, held at the Botanical Gardens at Tantine St. George, is the second of its kind. The first took place nearly 3 weeks ago in St. Andrew, where 21 farmers also received chicks and feed. Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Lennox Andrews, who attended the ceremony, stated that this initiative aims to strengthen the poultry sector to prevent market shortages.
In fact, our intention is to build a very strong domestic national poultry industry. We are working on that. And we hope the time will come when we would not be having to import any poultry meat into this country. That's what we're working to achieve. So this is just the start of a big thing, or of big things to come.
Permanent Secretary Isaac Bagwan urged proper care for the birds to ensure the successful implementation of this component of the Food Security Enhancement Project. He also mentioned training sessions designed to support farmers in this effort.
I want to encourage you to take care of the birds, and of course it is being given to you free of cost. There is no other conditions placed on you except that, of course, you apply your labor towards taking care of the birds and bringing it up to the market, and of course selling it so that it could enhance your income level. So I want to encourage you to do your best in this regard. Earlier this year, we would have had through the livestock division, we would have provided some training to poultry farmers. We also would do another batch of training before the year is expired, so that again persons would have the knowledge and the understanding as to how to take care of the birds that they would have received.
Farmers Shard Noel, Visha Gans, and Carlos Peters, who received 150, 300, and 400 chicks respectively, expressed their gratitude to the ministry.
I am extremely grateful today for receiving the 300 chicks that I did. It will be a great help, especially after the disaster that happened up in the north, as you know. It will help rebuild our food supply, reduce our dependency on the export. Also, it will, I will gain quite a few new skills because I'm new to the business.
The initiative, I must applaud. I think it was a great one that each and every one of us would benefit from. Not just our personal benefit, but our communities, because we'll be able to present our green food chicken of good standard and good quality. So with this initiative, you also further prepare me in terms of starting my own business, which is, I think, is more important than anything else. Being independent, having an income, and actually really caring for farming as the way it should be. And the start, some of us don't have the start. I know we're getting the start. I think it will help us to do better, not only for ourselves, as I stressed before, but our community and Grenada and large.
I think it will be amazing, because we will have a little extra chickens for the Christmas holidays, Most times around Christmas, chickens are pretty scarce. You can't go to the supermarket and find chickens, and you can't go to the shops and find fresh local chickens. And a lot of people don't like turkey. They want to get a nice, big, fat, rosy chicken, and to have the little booster, the little extra assistance would allow us as farmers to do even more, so that most people in Grenada would have access to at least 1 or 2 chickens.
The Food Security Enhancement Project aims to tackle key vulnerabilities and risks related to food insecurity. With a budget of $10 million, the project's objectives include improving food and nutrition security in Grenada by increasing crop production, enhancing the shortage and processing of agricultural products, boosting livestock, poultry, and fish production, and reducing the country's food import expenses. That brings us to the end of the GIS News for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chris Ann Mitchell saying thank you for viewing.